handout that I just gave you. This is called 4.1 day 2. All right, so we're not going to do anything new. We're just going to go over this one more time, and I'm going to show you how you can do this maybe in a little bit easier way than what we did yesterday. So in example 1, I have y equals the quantity x plus 3 squared minus 4. All right, so Josh, what's the vertex?
-3, -4.
-3, -4. All right, now what is the transformation? So Edward, how has this one shifted?
Down 3.
The inside is the left, right.
Left 3.
Left 3,
And
down 4. Here we go. All right, then Ellie, what is the axis of symmetry? X equals -3. Then Cameron, does this one open up or down?
Would it open up?
It opens up, and what I like to do is I like to make a little U. And then Tyra, would this one have a maximum or a minimum? It's going to have a minimum. Now, a Y-intercept, yeah.
How do you know whether it opens up or down?
Negative or positive?
Okay, what's negative or positive?
Well, what's in
The A value.
The A value. So, Jesse, here's the answer to your question. If this is the general form for vertex form, if A is positive, then it's going to open up. If A is negative, it's going to open down. And the A value, so do you see there's no number in front? It's implied to be a 1. So that's positive. Okay? All right, now, a Y-intercept. So, Julia, where would we find a Y-intercept on a graph? On the Y-axis. Okay, so to find a Y-intercept, you let x be 0. So watch this. I'm going to make your lives a whole lot easier today than what we did yesterday. And then you choose. After today, you're going to choose. Are you going to make a table or are you going to use a symmetrical point? And it's your choice. So watch this. If I go to the equation and I let x be 0. Okay, so I'm asking you for the Y-intercept. And the Y-intercept is a point on the Y-axis. So that's 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. So the Y-intercept is 0, 5. So watch what we're going to do. This is really cool. So I'm going to go to the vertex, which is -3, -4, and I'm going to plot it. Now I'm going to go to the Y-intercept and plot it. So now you're going to see the beauty of the axis of symmetry. Right now you're thinking, gosh, that's kind of dumb. Why do we keep saying it? I don't see any value to it. So watch this. This is the value. This is the beauty of the axis of symmetry. So if this is my vertex, do you see I am 3 to the right and I'm up at 5. So I'm going to go 3 to the left and up at 5. So what is that point? That's going to be what's called our symmetrical point. Does anybody know the coordinates?
-6, 5.
Good job. It's -6, 5. And look, I can now draw a beautiful parabola. And I only had to find one actual point. So the domain is -infinity to infinity. And then, Chris, can you help me out? What would the range be? What is the, start with the lowest y value that you see here?
-4.
There you go. -4 to infinity. All right, let's try example 2 together. So example 2 says graph y equals 1/2 the quantity x plus 4 squared minus 2. So here we go. So Jacob, what is the vertex on this one?
-4, -2.
-4, -2. Let's go ahead and do the transformations while we're here. So, Josh, can you tell me what are the different transformations? I see 3 things here.
It does left 4.
Yep.
Down 2, and it's a shrinkage.
Yes, it's a shrink of 1/2. Okay, it's a shrink because the number out front is between 0 and 1. All right, then the axis of symmetry. Edward, what's the axis of symmetry here? X equals -4. All right, now Jesse, let's see if you got it. Does this open up or down? Yeah, okay, because it's a 1/2. It's positive out front. All right, so if it's going to open up, Sophia, does this have a maximum or a minimum?
A minimum.
It has a minimum. Now, to find the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. All right, so this might be a little bit tricky with a fraction, but I think we can, so let's try it. So again, to find a y-intercept, if that's on the y-axis, you're not left or right at all, so the x is 0. So I'm going to plug in that x is 0, and I'm going to get 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 squared is 16. Half of 16 is 8, and 8 minus 2 is 6. So I get 0, 6. All right, so I need to plot these before I can figure the symmetrical point. So here we go. We're going to go -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2. That's my vertex. And then I've got 0, 6. So here's the axis of symmetry. And so I am 4 to the right. Okay, I'm 4 to the right and up to +6. So I'm going to go 4 to the left and up to the +6. So what is that symmetric point? -8, 6. Now we can make a beautiful parabola. The domain is -infinity to infinity. My range is always connected to the vertex. Okay, the range is connected to the vertex. Yeah, Hannah?
How do you find the last point?
Okay, so we're going to use the axis of symmetry. Do you see it's 4 units away to the other point? So you go 4 units away with that same height. And then we just literally counted, oh, that was to -8 up 6. Okay? All right, so then my range is -2 to infinity. All right, when you're ready, flip it over. And let's practice these just a couple more times with writing the equation. I noticed we struggled with that yesterday, so I thought it might be helpful for us to try it again. All right, flip it over. And here we go. At the tippy top, let me pull this back down just a little bit. Okay, up at the tippy top, let's write down vertex form. Y equals A times the quantity, x minus h squared plus k. We're going to write ourselves a note, okay? You're going to plug in x, y, h, and k. Find A. Then plug in A, H, K into the vertex form. So when you tell me that you don't remember, I want you to look at your notes, like I'm giving you these beautiful notes. All right, so I'm going to do the 21 with you, then I'm going to let you try 22 on your own. So here we go. The H and the K are the vertex. The point is the X and the Y. So I'm going to write down vertex form. So our first step is plug in x, y, h, and k. So here we go. -5 equals a times -2. Now if it's minus a -3, that's a +3. And then +7. So what's nice is the only thing missing is a. So then you can begin to appreciate what you did in Algebra 1 when you practiced order of operations. -2 plus 3 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So that's just a plus 7. Subtracting 7, a is -12. So then here's my equation. Y equals -12 times x plus 3 squared plus 7. So I plugged in a, h, and k. Now you guys try 22 on your own. Here we go. I'm going to plug in -3 equals a times -6 minus 4 squared plus 0. Well, that's nice. Now, what do you get when you take -6 minus 4? -10, and you square it is 100. Oh, so this was weird. A is -3 over 100. So then my final answer is y equals -3 over 100 times the quantity x minus 4 squared. Please, please do not put +0. Okay, you don't need to put a +0 there.
Wait, do you divide the 100 then instead of?
You divide, yes, because it's a times